Well, I chatted earlier to Adrian Gore about the extraordinary price being paid by Facebook to acquire WhatsApp, the free instant messaging service, which is gradually replacing SMS. Louis Ekstedt is the managing director of Twisted Toast. He joins us on the line from Johannesburg. Are you on WhatsApp, Louis?
Yes, I am, Bruce, like you.
No. I still pay for SMSs the old-fashioned way. And just reading all of the WhatsApp stories today, I feel as if I'm stuck in the 19th century with a quill and a piece of parchment.
You are. I'll see you on WhatsApp tomorrow.
I'm downloading it the moment I get off air this evening. I feel like a complete and utter idiot, but I've still got a 2-year cell phone contract that ties me into SMSs anyway. So it just makes me doubly cross in the process. But it is an extraordinary story, isn't it, of this Ukrainian immigrant who arrives in America at the age of 16, teaches himself computer code, is starving. They live on food stamps. He then meets his mate at Yahoo. They sit across the desk from each other. They kind of get together. His mate from Yahoo goes off to Facebook to apply for a job. They reject him. They then create this thing called WhatsApp, which is worth 190 billion rand, to the price of First Rand and Standard Bank together.
Sure, that's amazing. I'm breathless.
Me too. It's a long sentence.
It's the biggest deal that I've ever kind of heard of in this space naturally, and it is a very, very important deal in the internet and in the mobile space specifically.
What makes it important?
Facebook has become a mobile company, and specifically a mobile advertising company. But in messaging, which is the new which is the new social media, really. Okay, so people wonder what messaging is all about, and a simple way of explaining it is that is where social media is going. So what Facebook does overnight is it becomes the number one company in both the new social media as well as messaging, and therefore my personal opinion is that Facebook is now the number one mobile company in the world overnight.
But how does Facebook get a return on its investment? Because what they've done is they've bought 450 million customers, each of whom pay $1 a year in order to use WhatsApp, which they download for free. You pay $19 billion for that. It's going to take you 40 years to get your money back.
Yeah, so that really is the question. But there's no advertising on WhatsApp, so there could be a pointer to what Facebook might be doing. But very interestingly, Bruce, WhatsApp kind of claims that their business model is charging certain users $1 a year, but I've never heard of anybody actually paying that $1 a year. So it's a business model. It is not an implemented operating model. So that's an interesting aside. But what Facebook has also done is they've taken a potential large competitor straight out of the market. Google was interested in buying. The latest information coming from Silicon Valley is that Google wanted to buy WhatsApp for $10 billion. And Facebook just came in and almost doubled the price. And there's a lot of reasons, and some of it has to do with ego.
Absolutely.
Let's not kid ourselves there. But and then also Facebook has the money. If you have the bread, you can travel. And Facebook has that.
It's got too much money. It's got money burning a hole in its pocket. It can afford ego purchases, and it can afford purchases to keep its competitors away from becoming too competitive in that mobile space.
Absolutely, and therefore it can maximize its own advertising potential. This is, in my opinion, an advertising deal, because Facebook has become very, very good at finding a way of placing advertising on mobile phones in a relatively non-irritating way. And if they they're doing that with Instagram, they're doing that with Facebook. Facebook launched an amazing new app called Paper. So they have really become very, very adept at monetizing through advertising the mobile space.
But the WhatsApp model is based on no gimmicks, no games, no silly business. That is how these two guys who started WhatsApp, I suppose they relinquish the right to call the shots now that Mr. Zuckerberg is in charge and starts pasting advertising all over the place.
Yes, when a guy with a hoodie walks into the room with a briefcase full of $19 billion bills, it changes things, and it will definitely change the way that WhatsApp operates. We don't know when or how, but if Instagram is an example, they will take their time and they will carefully consider advertising. But if the question is, will they introduce advertising on the WhatsApp platform over time, the answer is yes.
They must certainly do that. Louis Extian, thank you, Managing Director of Twisted Toast Digital, on the line to us on the Money Show this evening. The deal was concluded on Valentine's Day. And there's Mark Zuckerberg and his wife having a romantic Valentine's dinner. And I don't know which one of the partners in WhatsApp actually went around and gate crashed dessert. And this whole deal was consummated and they agreed on the price of $19 billion of apparently chocolate dipped strawberries or something equally cheesy. And that's, I mean, these youngsters, they've got no appreciation of the value of money. 19 billion, sure have 19 billion. I know you started 5 years ago. I know that it only does one thing. But you know what? Hey, I've got the cash. I'll give it to you. Have it, my good friend. And we'll all go off into the sunset together. Don't you wish you just had that one good idea?